is gonna have like his own TV show though, and he's gonna be talking about like everything that's cool going in Canada though. Hey,
good day.
hey, hey everybody, good day and welcome to the Brad Angove Show. Hey,
Hey, we're gonna talk about the best templates that you could ever buy though.
hey, but first let's
These
crack
are good
open
for acrylic.
Let's crack open a 2-4 though. Eh?
Oh
my.
Sure. As soon as the camera comes on, all I can say is,
geez.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's cold in here.
Hold on, though, because I got my Brad Angove shirt. Hey, everybody, it's Brad Angove.
Wish I had a toque.
You know what? I miss Brad Angove. I wish that we could hang out with Brad, like even some, because we haven't gotten to hang out with him at all. Now, I realize the internet works two ways. But
the internet works two ways.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I didn't call you, but you didn't call me. Yeah. So yeah, we're busy. He's busy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that law career and everything happening.
Yeah, he's busy defending people or
I think he's a corporate
suing.
He's a corporate attorney. I don't think he's slugging it out 12 Angry Men style or anything.
No, I may just be a small town Canadian lawyer though. But one thing I do know
is that the best templates come from Steve.
Yeah, the law, the Canadian law says you just got to apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry though.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Sure, I love it.
I thought it was funny.
I think it's hilarious. Hey, everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for joining us for a very, very high-stepping Friday reveal, I think.
I think so.
We've already started off. We've alienated a bunch of people. We haven't even really
made one of our friends angry.
We love Brad Angove, you guys. So
I don't think he talks like this.
If we were smart, we would have had the puppet join us for this one. But you know what? The day ain't over yet, and this won't be the last live thing that we do. Anyway,
it won't be the last time that we do this voice, though.
Oh, geez.
Oh, maybe this will just be the new thing we do.
Maybe
when it's cold out, like it is today.
Sure,
we'll do this.
So why are we talking like Brad Angove, Chris? I'm going somewhere with this.
Well,
because Coors Light for life.
The reason I am talking like that is because I was looking at recent YouTube videos, and Brad had an early one earlier today that was the best. The best templates ever, though.
Beauty, eh?
Yeah, and it was 56 minutes ago, probably an hour now.
So they were in fact the templates from Steve at Maximum Guitars.
Yeah, and I was
all right. Get it out of your system.
These better be Steve templates.
Get it out of your system.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, no, come on. You got a few more, don't you?
No.
Okay. Beauty. Take off, hoser.
Take off.
See, there you go. Okay.
Jeez, yeah.
Get it out of your system. So Brad did a video, and I haven't watched it yet. You haven't watched it yet.
No, I watched just enough of it to know he was talking about Steve.
We will. And we miss Brad Angove, and we wish Brad was here hanging out with us. But what we can do is tell you guys that on Sunday, we will be hanging out with Steve from Maximum Guitars at his shop / factory
/ home.
I don't
know. It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not in his home. He has a separate property. Basically.
Okay. I should have said something. I don't know how much Steve wants to spill the beans on where his facility.
It doesn't really matter where it is.
Well, no.
I mean, we're not. Here's his address. Come and see us.
No. The point I'm trying to make is Anyway, all right.
Oh.
The important thing here is that we get to the part where I reiterate that we will be at Steve's shop, whether you call it a shop or a factory but it's what, 5,000 square feet. It's big. Yeah.
I think it's bigger than that.
Yeah. It's big.
It's big. Yeah.
Chris is actually going to pick out his locker and get a spot in the refrigerator for his lunch.
For when the inevitable happens, which is Matt and Chris work at
Steve's.
No, that's not going to happen. But I am still going to pick out a locker.
Yeah,
because I want to be the first guy to pick out a locker.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, your locker, you can pick it out.
Yeah.
So that's something that it's very timely that Brad would have a video for us, basically letting everybody know that he is into Steve's templates just as much as Chris and I are, and letting you guys know that we will be there on Sunday. So our live stream will be live from Maximum Guitars on Sunday. Yeah, I have no idea what we're going to be able to show you, but I know it's going to be cool stuff.
And he's got some cool tools that he's been bragging about. And I'm hoping if we don't get to see them live on video, we'll at least get to
we should take the camera. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good idea. So we've got a very cool reveal for you guys today. One that many of you have been waiting for.
And lots and lots of comments before we even started.
And it's not a PRS Silver Sky.
It's yeah.
So hey, hello to everyone who is here. I haven't seen Michael for a while. How you doing, Michael? How did Chris talk so much on the Dylan channel? I didn't
think I talked that much.
I don't know. You know what? You've been more vocal than normal.
Well, I've been trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. Chris is this is not the Matt show. It's the Matt show, but it's the Matt and Chris show.
It is. Yeah.
Let's take a super chat from
That's
Doc.
a good way to put it.
Who's
That's a good way to put it.
What's that?
I'll tell you later.
You'll tell me later?
Yep.
Okay. So let's take a super chat from Doc, who writes, Chris, you should start a YouTube channel as the Canadian Hoser version of Matlock. We'd all watch
Matlock,
that.
yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I think it would be better if you and Brad Angove had a buddy cop show where you had like a cool car.
Yeah, that'd be really sweet. But it's the Canadian version of
Yes.
a cool car, so it's not really that fast.
Could you set it like?
And
could you
it's
set
got
it in the
4 doors.
mid 70s? So like at least one of you could have fringe, like
Well,
a jacket with fringe.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you could even go up into the 80s with
Okay.
fringe.
All right,
So,
yeah.
I could definitely do that.
Could I be a jive talking
Yeah.
informant, like the Huggy Bear version?
How would you do? Let's say, I don't know. Let's say there was going to be some sort of issue, Canadian style, at a certain detention center.
Okay. Well, okay. First of all, I would want to dress like Don Magic Wand. Oh man, I would need a
Canadian Don.
I'm going to need
Magic
a bigger hat. That's for sure.
Oh, I don't want to spill the beans though. But there's going to be a jailbreak
somewhere in this town.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. So okay. But anyway, back. I knew that this would happen. You knew it would happen. Y'all knew it would happen. So we've got a couple things we want to show you prior to the EBO that I know everybody wants to see. Oh, wait, we have another super chat.
Okay, good.
Michael McMurray, who you know as Mac, writes, "Hey, shut up and show me my bass. I got to get on the road with 2 of my TT basses." I've got, you know what? This isn't the Michael show.
It is not, and he will watch later. He already told me because I said, "Hey, we're gonna show off your bass tonight."
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell a whole story. It's not like we can't just like, this isn't a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of
Here's
thing.
your bass, done. Thanks for watching.
So just, you know what, you're the guys in the Outliers will be happy if you'll show up. It's going to be great. Anyway, so let's have a good time.
You've been waiting a while. You can wait a while longer.
Ooh, that just happened. No buddy cop show for you in Canada. All right, so I want to show you guys some of the things that we've been working, because everyone thinks all we've been doing like all year long so far is just dorking around. But nothing could be further from the truth. As a matter of fact, the wall is full of challengers. And this one is just came out of Sealer. Just came out of Sealer
today.
Well, I mean, you shot it yesterday, but it just came out.
It's the first round.
Today. We can touch it today. So Chris, you want to tell everybody what's going on here? Or do you want me to jump in with what's unique about this?
Go ahead.
So one of the unique things about this particular one, and we have never done this before, and we probably won't do it again. And not like the trem.
Perfect storm.
Not the trem. So this is, you can't really tell unless I show you the end. This is a one-piece back, and you might be able to see that it is also a one-piece top. So this is a two-piece guitar body. It's got a one-piece mahogany neck, and of course, it's got a fretboard glued up. So yeah, so there's like, well, top and a back, neck and a fretboard. That's 4 pieces of wood, and then these pieces of binding on the edge of the binding shouldn't count, but it does. So this is 6 pieces of wood glued together to make a pretty neat Challenger.
And it's light.
Yeah, it is. It's super light because it's all the way hollowed. Yeah, so this, and it will have a hip shot trem, which I think we're going to start doing more Challengers with trems, and I'd like to know what you guys think of that. And yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Challengers in the works right now. There's a few that are on the website right now. Oh wait, there's 2 more over here. I forgot about. There's a couple on the website right now that are ready to buy, and yeah. So all right, so I've got 2 more that I want to show you, and then we'll get to the EBO. I promise. So Chris, why don't you talk everyone through this guy? They've seen this one before, the Honey 1%er. Can you hold this one? Okay.
What would you like to know about it?
Well, I would. Yeah,
it's our version of TV Yellow, which I think is pretty close to the Gibson version of TV Yellow. And this one is ready for wet sanding and buffing. It's going to be completely shiny, completely full boat finish.
So yeah, you can't feel the grain. You can see some of it,
and it's not dull. It's going to be crazy shiny. See all the reflection,
high gloss,
but you can still see the grain poking through. There's still some brown.
You can see it. You can't feel it.
You can't feel it.
Hi, Tony.
Yeah. And and it's going to be a cool guitar. So mahogany, P90s, 3 controls.
Thank you, William, for the nice
not
words.
2-tone controls.
No, not 2-tone controls. Well, you could, but yeah.
You could, but that'd be the dumbest thing ever to put on a guitar.
Doc says that's TT Yellow.
TT Yellow.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's neat.
So this is our version of TV Yellow, and then Chris wanted to come up with a different color but a similar finish. Now this one has only been sealed, so it's not quite as shiny, and it's not ready to go. He just got this one out of sealer yesterday. So this would be TV Cream. So you can see
TV Blonde.
TT Cream. So you can
TV
see the
Wheat.
grain. Okay. You can see the grain, and it looks great. You see all that orange peel right there? Don't anybody give me any guff about that.
That'll
because
all go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few smart guys on here who like to go, more orange peel than an orchard. And I don't know, do oranges grow in an orchard, or
no, they grow in a grove?
In a grove. Yeah. So they think they're smart, but they're actually not. So anyway, so this one is the working title of this is TV Cream. But so yeah, so get a load of what you guys think. These are both P90 guitars. Yeah. So yeah, what do you think, Chris?
Well, I like it.
Super bitchin', right?
Yeah, I like that color. So
I think I might actually like it better than TV Yellow. Can you get it up there with both of these? Yeah. What do you guys think? I'd like to know what you guys think of these 2 colors.
Now that we have full color TVs and we don't need to fool the cameras.
Yeah. So you can do whatever you want. But I just wanted to show you guys these because I'm really excited about these. Both of these guitars that I just showed you, in addition to the 1-piece back and 1-piece top guitar that I showed you a moment ago. So, okay. So with no further ado, why don't you get out? Let me see if there's any questions here. Mike asks, I know you told us before, but what's the best way to start a guitar order from y'all? Mike, the best way to do it is to order. Okay. Great question, Mike. First, it's to order a guitar that we still make. In the last several months, if you've sent me an email and it's like 6 months ago or 8 months ago, and I agreed to do something, I fear that those days are gone. So like if you want us to build you a Tele or a Strat or almost any custom thing, it's not off the table, but it's not exactly on the table. if you're interested in a Challenger, we can make those happen immediately. And but let me know, Mike. The best way to do it is send me an email. You can get in touch with me through the website texastoastguitars.com and just send me a thing through that. And I personally get most of those emails. So anyway, but thank you. And I would love to I'd love to hear your, oh, Mike says it is a challenge. Well, Mike, let's get one going because there's a buttload of super, super cool challengers coming down the line. And yeah. All right, Chris. Thank you, Mike, for that. I look forward to your email. Chris, this is the long-awaited EBO. This is a restoration.
I in some ways it's a restoration, but in other ways it's a Resto-Mod.
Okay.
It's this guitar didn't look like this when it was new.
No.
You know, for better or for worse, but yeah, it's a project that has taken forever.
Many, many years.
Yeah.
So our very good friend who you guys know as Mike McMurray, I know him as Michael. Everyone knows him as Mac.
Mm-hmm.
He is bass player extraordinaire for the Outliers, a local band, and super, super cool guy.
And staunch Texas Toast supporter.
Staunch supporter of Texas.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And he even knows how to, he knows what we like. So he'll bring over, you know, like lunch and beer for us. And anyway.
And he's been around as long as I have, probably longer. Actually, I know longer because you had started his favorite bass.
Old number 7.
I was around.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was there the day you sprayed the sunburst on it.
Oh, okay.
I might have done the clear on that one. That was
lots of people don't realize it that
guitar.
I have sprayed a sunburst or two.
You've sprayed a lot of sunbursts.
So yeah.
And
I don't do them anymore because Chris does them better than I do.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
So yeah, so Mac had this bass for brevity reasons. Let's call him Mac, not Mike, Michael, Mac. You got yeah. So Mac had this bass.
So this is a 1967.
Now it's only had one owner, right? Or one previous owner, the Gibson Guitar Company.
No, he bought it used.
Oh, okay. I was trying to make
71 or 72.
Okay.
I believe is the story. He'll correct me later.
If he's still here, he might chime in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
he ain't that old.
No.
But this was his first bass.
Okay. And when we got it, it did not look like this.
No, even close.
It actually looked like a Fender Marauder. No, it was still the EBO shape.
Mm-hmm.
But it had gone under the knife like so many other guitars did in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of, it wasn't a big deal. So now people, you know, would decry someone who does that.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that back then, that was just a used guitar, and it could be, you know. So what he and his brother had done was they replaced the original. I'm going to call this the Mudbucker because a lot of people call it that. They replaced this pickup with a DiMarzio, really neat DiMarzio pickup that he's actually still got and he's going to use on a different bass. And there was a set of DiMarzio P-bass pickups that they had installed. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, where were they? Because the pick guard isn't exactly big, and you can't see
it anymore.
Any evidence of said P-bass pickups. So the bass had been used.
It had a
Leoquan Badass that was
which is also going to end up on another guitar.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it was the original Leoquan Badass from the 70s, and it was like it's not a bridge that's designed for this bass, but they could be pressed into service. So this and of course the bass had been used, and so you know every place on an SG or an EB where finish is bound to get scuffed, it was scuffed off.
Yeah. And it had a bunch of other controls.
Oh, that's right. It had two other controls.
Two other controls, and I think 2 toggle switches as well. Judging by the box of leftover parts that we had,
there were some toggles.
2 toggle switches.
Okay, like little mini switches.
Yeah, little
I
mini
think that's right.
switches.
I think that's right. If Mac is watching, he will let you know.
Yeah, because I think there was one for each pickup, basically, and then a volume and a tone for each pickup.
So SS says EBO boy.
Yeah.
And Dino Smith says, "Can you please show the headstock?" Don't get ahead of us, man. We're going to show you.
Yes,
we're going to show you. Don't worry, you can go watch the PRS Silver Sky videos. There'll be plenty of time to watch. I'm teasing. We'll show you the headstock. So don't worry, because we had to save that too. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. What else was wrong with this base?
Well, the neck wasn't attached.
The neck was not tight.
No,
but not completely off.
Yeah. But it was mostly off.
Mostly off. But that was the first challenge.
Yes.
Was getting it all the way off.
So Mac brought us this base and said, "Hey, I would like to have you guys restore this to its factory glory, maybe a little better than factory glory." Cool.
There was talk of hot rodding it. There was talk of white.
Yep.
There was talk of lots of like modern tuners and stuff like that. And ultimately he decided he didn't really want to go that direction.
Yeah.
There was talk of big wheels in the back.
Mags, Kriegers. Yeah, had the whole Hurst shifter, the whole thing.
Yeah.
So anyway,
LS swap.
Yeah,
that's for all the car guys.
Footprint gas pedal. So 3 kits of nitrous. So anyway, this so I got the base from Mac, and we started to very, very slowly fix it up. So the first thing that we had to do, Chris is right. The first thing we had to do was we had to pull the neck.
And this was at the old shop.
That's right, at the old shop.
He famously said, "I don't care how long it takes."
And we put that to the test.
And he passed that test because he's been very, very cool about not harassing us about
this. That's right.
This.
You guys have harassed us more about this than Mac has.
That's absolutely true. Yes.
So anyway, the first thing that we did was we pulled the neck and proceeded to repair all of the things that were wrong with the neck joint. New frets, leveled the fretboard. New frets.
Yes.
I think we had to glue some pieces back to the heel and maybe some stuff on the headstock.
Headstock was cracked.
I recall, think so. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
You can go back and there's videos about it. You can go back and watch them.
And I filmed a bunch of stuff that will never ever see the light of day about me painting it because frankly it was boring.
Okay.
But yeah, now that it's done, who cares?
So once the neck was off, it was a good thing that we had to pull the neck because then we had to fill all of the spaces where there were pickups and holes that were never supposed to be there. And so what I did was I actually made a bigger cavity. Actually, I think I came all the way from the back because it had a new bridge.
It had giant fucking holes.
Yeah.
The bridge.
Yeah. So we cut a big chunk out of the back.
Oh, and all the scars of the original shit that was.
That's right. Yeah. So we went down like halfway through the body thickness, and we installed a new piece of mahogany. And then I ran it through the thickness sander on both the top and the back, and we put new mahogany skin on the top and back, and you can't really see it anymore.
No, because of the
way that you did the finish.
Yeah, the way that I did the finish, I didn't want to be able to see any of that stuff, and so it might be slightly darker than it was originally, but you can't. None of that stuff jumps out at you
because if you just filled the hole. Even if you filled the hole exactly perfectly right, eventually the finish is going to sink into the grain.
Back and you'll see it, and you would have seen all the extra knobs here and all that stuff. So for this one, it seemed like the right way to go.
It was absolutely the hot setup.
Yep. Yeah. So it's been retopped, rebacked,
and rebacked.
We glued the neck in.
Glued the neck back in. There was actually the part of the heel had separated, so we had to glue it back together in this neighborhood. There was a lot of things that had to get done to make this base structurally good again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then off to paint.
So it was at that point when I said, "Well, Chris, you're up." So at that point, all the finish was scraped off of it, including the finish on the headstock.
Yeah, and it was a bunch of it had chipped off. So I think it said Gibbs.
Giboon.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but so we redid the headstock. The way they did these originally, this is a big piece of mother of pearl. That's a big piece of mother of pearl, and then it's stenciled.
It's got
yeah. So we made new logos for it and put those on, and then shot the headstock in black. That's the way they did these. Not all Gibsons are that way, but that's the way this one was done. So yeah, there it is. No dot on the eye.
That's right.
As per this particular EBO, that was one thing that you could see.
Generally, the dots were actual pieces of mother of pearl.
Were they?
Yeah, they were just
this one was big enough that you could have done it.
Yeah, but this one
put the eye on. But
it's cool that it doesn't have it though. So yeah.
And you can still read the serial number.
We were able to salvage the serial number. That's right.
I wanted to make sure of. Otherwise, it's just a copy of a
at that
EBO,
point it would be just an EBO copy. Yeah. So did we seal this up with Simtech and then shoot it with how do we do that?
So
how do we do that? Meaning
we used modern paint on this, just like you would on a modern car. You wouldn't go back and do it in lacquer.
You hear that? That's the feverish typing of somebody saying, "I would have done it like
Resto-Mod." Yeah, there was not enough of this guitar left to do an original kind of a thing, right? He was missing a lot of the original parts, and so we wanted to make it, a little more modern. It's like a 67 GTO that's been redone and looks frankly better than.
And Vin Diesel's driving it.
Yeah. And it pulls wheelies.
Yep.
Yeah, off the starting line.
So a couple of questions here. Is that a PRS base? No. Brad Guitar Miller, late coming in, is there a before pick? Not in my hot little hand right now, but if you go back and look up EBO bass in our videos, you'll be able to see exactly what this is.
I think there's some of us pulling the neck and all of that kind of fun stuff. And man, those are old videos.
Yeah, they are.
So long ago, like 4 years ago.
Frosted Head very charmingly writes, too much energy to put into a gross sounding and looking bass. Well, thank you for that.
Well, you
know what? So there's lots of other people making YouTube videos that you can watch right now.
So Mac is a very, very good friend of ours. And this is something that is near and dear to his heart. It's his first bass. And
his brother, who is dead,
musician,
used to play this bass with him. So you can take that comment.
And I think Mac always felt bad for doing the things he did to it.
Yeah.
And wanted to correct those things. So we still got the original case. He's gonna redo that a little bit so that it holds the bass a little bit better. I mean it's a work of love.
Richard just typed in a bunch of question marks. I think because he's got a bass that we're building him that is a 34-inch scale version of this. Bass.
So I mean, is he? And the other thing is we did this for Mac.
Yeah.
We didn't charge him. He's a very good friend. And we did this a long time ago.
And we did it.
We won't do this again.
We shall not do anything like this again.
No matter how good of a friend you are.
No.
We will not do one of these
we
for
no
you.
longer
Don't
do
ask.
this kind of thing.
Yeah. And that's the other funny thing is right after we got this going, everything about Texas Toast changed.
Everything did,
and all of a sudden it wasn't, well, I can work on that every once in a while. It doesn't really matter because, everything we're doing is I'm not really getting paid for any of this stuff.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden we're getting paid and we had to make,
and we have to pay bills.
Money. Yeah. And so
Lakeside Welder Jerry asks, how many hours do you think we have into that? I don't know. A lot.
We'd work on it here and there, and there would be big bursts of getting it closer. And then this last week, I worked on it a little bit and got it finally buttoned.
Jeffrey asks, is that Oxblood red?
Yes.
No. Luxardo red.
It's Luxardo red. This is a custom mix that I did, but basically, it's. When I think of like Gibson SG, I kind of think of this color. So
yeah, I do too. I think it turned out really, really great.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
And I like it. And it whether or not you think this was a restoration that was was warranted is of no consequence to Chris or myself or our friend Mac.
Yeah.
So
he wanted it done. We wanted to do it for him, and it turned out really cool. And I'm glad that we showed it off, and that we can finally put this chapter.
Thank God.
To bed.
Yeah, this can be done now.
Yep, he's going to come by tomorrow and pick it up.
Good.
I hope he plays it at some point.
Well, you know what I think? You know what he's probably going to want to do when he plays it? Probably load it with DiMarzio pickups and put P-Bass and put a Leo Kwan badass.
Yeah, so Max spec'd a bunch of new parts for it. I got a new EBO bridge. There's been a bunch of different ones. He found somebody that makes these pickups. This pickup's actually a humbucker. Yeah, it's got 2 coils in it that run side to side instead of up and down. It's a very, very unique pickup. Too bad it's all the way up here. In '69 they started putting it down.
Did they?
Here,
okay.
Where it probably sounded a lot better. What else? It's got all new wiring. It's got the original tuners on it. It's
Corey asked if I was tempted to not put frets past the 7th fret. Yeah, absolutely I was.
Luckily there were slots already, so he had to fill them with something. Might as well be a fret.
Yep. And so SS, we are not going to finish the next EBO. We're not doing any more refinishes or any more reimaginings of old.
Yeah, so much harder. At least for us, because we're used to starting from scratch.
Yeah, pulling a Lazarus kind of thing on this. Yeah. It was not easy.
Yeah. And there's guys that this is what they do.
Yep.
Cool. Good for them.
Greg Pearl. Let's take a super chat from Greg Pearl, who writes, "That guitar is almost as cool as Matt and Chris." Thank you, Greg. That's very kind of you, sir.
Andy will get you everywhere.
That's right. Andy wants to know: is that a Curtis Novak pickup?
No, it is not.
Okay. Lakeside Welder Jerry says, ? Can't put a price on passion projects. Awesome work. Well, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. That's
Tony Lope says, any Cavaquejos? Yes, the Cavaquejo is right over there. I can't run and grab it right now, but the neck is shaped on it, and it's almost ready for me to hand off to Chris. So anyway, we will not be doing any Gibson grabber basses. No Ripper basses.
Good Lord, those are even lesser than
no
this.
USA ones.
Let's just say
no
that.
Vectors. No, okay.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Remember, we are going to be live from Steve Maximum Guitars Workshop Factory, whatever Steve is calling it these days, on Sunday. Same bat time, same bat channel, different bat cave. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys then. And we should have more cool stuff for you next time. So until then, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, start your own YouTube channel. That's what we did. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you on Sunday.